Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexi and this is Soto-Tek. Today I'm going to compare the iPhone 11 against the Galaxy Note 10 Lite. The iPhone 11 was released last year, 2019 in September, and the Galaxy Note 10 Lite was released this year, 2020 in January. In this video, I'm going to focus mainly on the camera with videos and pictures comparison, but I will quickly go through some of the most important specs. First, screen size, type, and resolution. In the case of the iPhone 11, it has a 6.1 inches LCD display with a resolution of 828 by 1792 pixels with 326 ppi density. In the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, it has a 6.7 inches Super AMOLED screen with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels with 394 ppi density. Okay, both of these phones have a peculiar characteristic on their screens. In the case of the iPhone 11, it has this big notch at the top, which I personally don't like. In the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, it has this small hole punch on the screen for the front-facing camera, which yes, it is less intrusive and irritating, but I don't like it either. I think that this design element should not be present on any phone. But this is just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Next, software updates. They are both on the latest operating system software update. In the case of the iPhone 11, is on iOS 13.5. In the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, is on Android 10 with Samsung One UI 2.1 on top. Next, let's talk about the IP certification. In the case of the iPhone 11, it is IP68 water and dust resistant certified. In the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, it's not officially water and dust resistant certified, though apparently it can withhold some splashes of water, but I wouldn't risk it. Next, unlocking methods. In the case of the iPhone 11, you have two ways of unlocking your phone. The 3D face unlock, which is very reliable and secured, and the PIN number. In the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, you have the in-display fingerprint reader and the 2D face unlock and also the PIN number. I have to say that neither the face unlock or the in-display finger reader on the Galaxy Note 10 Lite are as secured as the 3D face unlock on the iPhone 11. Next, battery size. In the case of the iPhone 11, it has a non-removable 3110 mAh battery capacity with 18 watts fast charging and also wireless charging. In the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, it has a non-removable 4500 mAh battery capacity and 25 watts fast charging. It doesn't come with wireless charging. Next, internal memory and RAM. In the case of the iPhone 11, it comes with 4 GB of RAM and an internal memory of 64 GB, 128 and 256 GB. In the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, it comes with 6 or 8 GB of RAM with an internal memory of 128 GB. Of course, in the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, you can use micro SD card and expand your memory up to 1 terabyte. Of course, you cannot talk about a Galaxy Note phone without talking about the one feature that makes the Galaxy Note series stand out from the crowd, and that is the S Pen. I'm just going to talk about two of the features I like the most. One of them is a screen off memo, and with this one you can write a quick note. Okay, so without unlocking your phone, you can change the color. You can see by Soto-Tek. Okay, you can write a quick note, as I said before, without unlocking your phone. You can save it by touching here where it says save, or just by pulling the S Pen back in, and it will save automatically. So the other feature I like about the S Pen is that you can use it as a remote control to take photos and videos. I'll show you in a minute. So let's get the camera. Okay, so see, I can use it. Let's take a quick picture of the iPhone. Okay, so here it is. Okay, let's take another picture, show you. So from another angle. So if we put it like this, oops, I'll take a picture with the screen, but another picture with the key. So if I press the button here, so it will light up and take a picture. So I find this feature very useful, and I really like it. Okay, let's now quickly talk about the cameras. The iPhone 11 has two camera lenses at the back. The main camera lens is a wide camera lens of 12 megapixel with 1.8 aperture. The second lens is an ultra-wide 12 megapixel lens with 2.4 aperture. You can record videos at 4K and 1080p. You can see more details on the screen. The front-facing camera is a 12 megapixel lens with 2.2 aperture. You can also record videos at 4K and 1080p. More details on the screen. Now, in the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, you got three camera lenses at the back. The main lens is a 12 megapixel camera lens with 1.7 aperture. The second lens is a telephoto lens, also 12 megapixel with 2.4 aperture. And the third lens is an ultra-wide camera lens with also 12 megapixel and 2.2 aperture. You can also record at 4K and you can also record videos at 4K and 1080p. Now, the front-facing camera is a 32 megapixel lens with 2.2 aperture, and you can also record at 4K and at 1080p. Okay, you can also record videos at 4K and at 1080p. Okay, let's talk about price now. In the case of the iPhone 11, for the 64 gigabyte base model, you can find it for $700. In the case of the UK, something between 730 pounds. In the case of the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, you can find it around $500, and here in the UK, the same, around 530 pounds. For the base model of 128. Actually, not the base model, it's the only model that you will find, the 128 gigabyte. Okay, let's quickly check some videos and pictures samples, and let me know in the comments down below which one do you think is better. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notifications of future videos. Also, follow me on Instagram, Soto-Tek 2020. Until the next one, hasta la vista.